I wanted to wear a wig today, but I guess my hair had other plans. Look at it. And tomorrow is wash day. What's that? Is that the bandana? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Imani Divine. If you are new here, make yourself comfy. It is very nice to meet you. You may have noticed in my last video, if you didn't see it, it's okay, you can watch it after this. But you may have noticed that my t-shirt said something like travel, study, learn, or something to that effect. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my time studying abroad. Now, at this point, it's been, what, 3 years? Yeah, because I left in August of 2017. But it's still a fond memory that I like to look back on. And I definitely want to visit that city again for some length of time. So without further ado, I studied in Berlin, Germany. I know, what black girl studies in Germany? Like, well, you'd be surprised. Well, actually, I didn't know any other black girls studying in Germany. But my dad likes to mention all the time how a lot of black people like Germany. He was in the military, and I guess a lot of people, anyway. Sorry for this anecdote. This is about me. I wanted to study abroad in Germany before I even got to university. Like, that was one of my main things when I was deciding what university I was going to go to. When I went to orientation, I specifically looked for abroad programs, yes, but also if they had abroad programs in Germany. And I finally did it. My original plan was to do it my sophomore year of university, but I ended up not going until my 4th year. It was an experience. I spent 6 years, whoa. I spent 6 months in Berlin. I left end of August and was there until end of February. Yeah, it was very different. They're on semester system, and at that point I was completely used to the quarter system. Quarter system is 10 weeks and 1 week of finals, like super fast, whereas semester was 16 weeks. Oh my gosh. And some of those professors, listen, I had gotten so much better about sleeping in class, story for another day, but I was not sleeping in class in university until I got to Berlin. And I felt so bad. But listen, like, some of these classes, they were speaking in German the whole time, and at this point I had a pretty good understanding, in my opinion. I mean, I lived there, survived for 6 months in an area that they mostly spoke German. Like, yeah, people spoke English, but it was like the university students who spoke English. And so, yeah, it was rough. It was rough. And it wasn't that often, but it was something else. I went to Freie Universität Berlin. I did my study abroad program through my university just because I wanted to make it easy on myself. Like, any payments that I needed to do, it was all part of like my university payments. I didn't have any extra payments to pay for or whatever. And with me going through my university, that also made sure that any class that I took at that university in Berlin, they would apply to my degree at my home university. My apartment, it wasn't university owned, but it was a partnership with a company through the university. It was about a 30-minute walk, 10-minute bus drive from the university. And so my apartment was fully furnished. And by fully furnished, I mean it was like a wonderful studio apartment. It was a little old, but it was exactly what I needed. There was a bed, there was a couch, there was a refrigerator, there was a microwave, and closet space, and a dresser. There was a bathroom with all things you need in the bathroom. It had a desk and a chair, nice little kitchen mini table and 2 chairs. It was great. I actually really miss my little studio apartment. If I could get something like that out here for the price that I was paying, a girl can dream. Although that apartment, they had their own drama, and we will save that for another time. The only thing I didn't like about that apartment was that there was no central heating. There was a radiator, like a tall standing radiator in the bathroom, and there was another radiator right next to the window, and that was the only source of heat. And sometimes it would go out. So just imagine. We already know it's cold in Germany. The winter that I went was actually one of the warmer winters, apparently. And so there were days where I would come back to the apartment building and it would feel like walking into a morgue. It was so cold. And it would be out for days at a time sometimes. Yeah. That was probably the thing I liked the least about living in Berlin during winter. Like, if I ever go back, it's going to have to be in the spring or summertime or even fall, but never again the winter. Like, it's beautiful. I love the Weihnachtsmarkt or the Christmas markets. They were beautiful. Oh, they were so beautiful. So beautiful. But it's just too cold. And where I'm from, like, it gets cold out here, but the difference is there will be like a 20 to 40 degree difference between night and day. In Berlin, it was a 2-degree difference. I will never forget the time I opened up my phone to look at the weather app and it said it would be 32 degrees for the high, right? Like, 32 degrees, that's not that bad. It's a regular day. But the low was 30 degrees Fahrenheit. What? So there's not even that. And at first, mentally, I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. It's not that cold. It won't be that bad. And then with an apartment that would get freezing cold too. So yeah, never again. Okay, I won't say never. I really did like it in the winter time, but like, not for a long amount of time. I had gotten so pale that winter. I don't think I've been that pale since before band camp a freshman year of high school. Like, I barely got to see the sun that winter. I saw the sun on average maybe once a week that winter, and then oh my goodness, I'm pretty sure I cried. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I cried. I was so cold at one point. I was so cold, it inspired me to write a cute little song. Must be snow on the brain, yeah. That's got me feeling this way. No matter what I do, I just can't get warm at all. And I have had enough. Must be snow on the brain. And you know what's funny? Like, a week after making that song, there was a day where it was 50 degrees. You would think that summertime hit. People were out in shorts and dresses. The sun was out. I mean, the sky was still a bit cloudy, but it was like low clouds, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I tanned a little bit that day. That's how warm it was. I had to come out in my sweater. I had on like 3 layers of pants that day because I did not believe it was going to be 50 degrees. But by the time I got back to my apartment, I had taken quite a bit of clothes off. I really did just love it. I miss Berlin. Not as much as I did, but yeah, it was the perfect little getaway for myself because I had my apartment all to myself. I had me a little bus driver bae. I would be so sad if I didn't see him because he would work basically every time I had school. And so if I missed, I would like run to the bus stop to make sure I got on the specific bus that my bus driver bae was driving. I miss him so much. I forgot his name, but wherever he is in the world, I hope he's doing amazing. Don't worry, he never got my name or anything, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's just nice to see a familiar face, you know? And we had a connection. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do another video talking about my time. I feel like I didn't talk about a lot. Yeah, I definitely didn't. So yeah, let me know if you want me to do another video. If you like this video, please like the video down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And watch my last video here if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Ain't traveling just divine?
One day we'll be able to get out and travel freely again.
Wash my last. Ugh, that was weird.